everybody, and welcome to the moment that we've all been waiting for. It is our grand finals of our Overwatch tournament for Digital Schoolhouse. Guys, are we excited? Yes! We're excited. We have Kryptonite and BattleBards up. Guys, it's exciting stuff. But before we get into that, I'm just going to introduce you once again, because obviously we have two new additions and an existing face we've seen before. So Rams, welcome back. But gentlemen, I would like to introduce you as well. So please, Thomas, tell us a bit about yourself.
I'm Thomas. The school I go to is Southend High School for Boys at SHSB_esports. And I'm really happy to be here today. This is great. I feel like shoutcasting is the bridge between the community and the players. So it's like a good experience to be here out on the desk.
Perfect. And Luke?
My name's Luke Sewell. I'm just here for the ride. I'm pleased to be here. This place is amazing. I never expected anything like this. I mean, it's also just amazing. I'm so happy to be here. We have an electric crowd tonight. I'm just excited to see how it goes.
Love it. I think they're all excited too. I love that you've also dressed up for the occasion. I love that you're rocking suits. I feel like you're repping casters looking very good. So, gentlemen, you've all been watching the games today. You know, it's our grand final now. What are we thinking?
Do you want to start? Go on.
I mean, both teams have brought their absolute A game. I mean, Kryptonite absolutely just shocked us all. I mean, coming out here and saying, "Oh, we're not that good," but I mean, they've completely shocked all of us here and everybody back home. Absolutely done away with Veracity. They obviously earned their spot here in the finals, and I'm just excited to see how they get on.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, Kryptonite coming out on top of the champions of last year, Team Veracity. It's a good win from them, 2-0, and 2-0 from BattleBards versus SHSB as well, both wiping the floor, so it's going to be a tight match.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, it's been cool, you know, watching it from the sidelines and, you know, watching all the lovely casters that we've had today as well this morning and this afternoon. It's been awesome. Again, we just had that third place playoff match, which was awesome to see, very close between two teams. And now, hopefully, you know, we get to see, you know, another good game, you know, in this one. I'm not even going to say who might win because, it's two great teams. I'm just looking forward to a great final.
No, of course, yeah. I mean, it's quite tough to tell, right, who's going to take it. But, I mean, I guess now's the time to find out. So, ladies and gentlemen, should we bring out our first team, Team Kryptonite? That was a nice big cheer for them and their competition, BattleBards. So welcome back to our stage once again. Obviously, you both did really, really well earlier. This is how you've earned your place in our grand final. It all comes down to this. Pressure is on. How are you going to deal with it?
Just try our best, I guess. We're not really sure what to expect because we haven't played them yet, but looking at what they've done, it looks going to look like a more challenging match than our last one.
And obviously because you won the last one, do you think, well, like, what do you think your strengths will be from that game that you're going to then try and take into this one?
The ability to adapt to what the enemies play so we can play against theirs to counter them. But yeah, we'll have to see.
Sounds good. And do you have any last comments to your opposition over here?
No. Good luck.
Oh, everyone's so nice in esports. So, gentlemen, okay, so you kind of came in earlier and you said, oh, you didn't really think that you'd be here, you didn't think that you'd win, but you did, quite impressively. So what do you think about that then? How are you going to win this final?
Just as shocked as we were earlier. We got the same attitude coming in, like we're going to try and win it, but at the end of the day, it's just fun. It's just gaming.
We love that. See, we think that you're playing secret little mind games here, where you kind of come in and you're so casual, but secretly down below, you're like, we're going to win and we know that we will. Is that the case?
No.
No?
We're just genuinely this disorganized.
At least I love that you're honest about it. So any final comments to your opposition here?
Same as last time, just good luck.
Amazing. Well, okay, you both heard it. Good luck, guys, and may the best team win. Gosh, maybe they weren't even kidding. Maybe they actually have just kind of rocked up and then just gone with it.
Should be good fun anyway. I mean, you know, we've got the regional regional winners from Staffordshire against the regional winners from Bristol. So this is going to be, you know, they're repping not just the schools, but they're repping their region that they played for as well. So a lot's on the line with this one.
No, 100%. And we can see the maps that they just come up again. So Castillo, Antarctica and Black Forest are our map options. So guys, what do we think looking at those? I mean, do we think we can be looking at different tactics? I mean, judging what we've seen before, what do you think we can expect to see here?
Well, I think obviously they're going to bring out the pharmacy tactic. That's been a kind of main for everyone. It's kind of the meta at the moment. Castillo, that will work. If you're going to back the enemy team into a corner, Farah helps definitely there with the splash damage. Antarctica and Black Forest, I don't know which side is going to win there. They're both very open, both different levels. So it could be like an even game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot on Castillo, teams running this sort of really fast-paced tactic with a Lucio and the Genji, and we've seen picks like that coming out, like a Winston. Obviously get all up in the opponent's face, you know, people that like to play a bit more defensive are often caught on the back foot here on Castillo, so it's interesting to see how both of these teams, both using very fast-paced comps, are going to, you know, duke it out here.
Yeah, and as we mentioned before, and as we've seen before, like we're seeing a lot of dive comp. I mean, it's really quite strong at the moment. It's really hard to counter when the enemy team just comes at you straight away. I mean, how do you go against a speed-boosted Winston, right?
It's going to be interesting. I mean, I'm sure that both teams, you know, they've looked at each other during the games that have been played with like the other teams that they've played, and they're going to look for the weak spots. Must have been talking in the back, just, you know, take it nice and slowly and then see what happens from there. I don't think the teams will be rushing into it. Like they're going to size each other up first before we see a proper dive to see what happens.
Yeah, I have a feeling that they're going to play it quite safe. They kind of know what worked well in their last games and kind of use similar tactics in a way, and maybe throw out some cheeky things that we haven't seen. But obviously, we don't want to see crazy picks here that they aren't used to, right?
We'll find out anyway. I mean, we're just in the map right now. Again, we're just getting in the warm-up at the moment, and you know, we are going to start very shortly. I mean, Battle Bards are going to be on the blue side, Kryptonite are going to be on the red side. It's going to be interesting.
Yeah, so I think I should hand this over to you guys, who are just going to take it away for us.
Thank you.
All right then, so Grand Final, ladies and gentlemen, as we are going to get underway very shortly. Battle Bards are going to be on the blue side. The heroes are going to be assembled. Kryptonite on the red side. As we are on Castillo, as we see our first lot of heroes. We see Lucio, we see Genji, we see Winston. So a massive dive competition straight there into Battle Bards. For Kryptonite, we've got a Zaya, we've got a Lucio, and we've got a Reaper. So it's going to be quite an interesting one right now. So as we start off, we're going to see if they're going to hold back. They're actually going to take high ground, actually meet up in the tower. And it's going to be quite a ruckus all around.
Winston's already down. Oh my God, now Kryptonite just going to completely smother there. There goes Lucio as well. Genji's just trying to stay alive. He's pretty slippery, managed to get the dash away. Let's see how he recovers here. But it's looking pretty dire for the Battle Bards.
The dive composition has pretty much failed right at the start for the Battle Bards. It is 3-on-1 right now as the Genji's trying to survive. Zaya's catching up and will kill off Genji. So that's the first round there for Kryptonite.
Kryptonite going to be wiping the floor against Battle Bards. Crazy dive straight off the bat.
But remember though, we are in lockout format, so that does mean that Lucio will not be available. Let's see how they cope with that.
As we are into our second round here, we're just waiting for the compositions to be made up right here. Moira, Orisa, and Soldier 76 for the Bards. Orisa, ooh, one more catch. There we go, Orisa, Moira, and McCree this time. So it looks like I'm going to sit back on this one, gentlemen.
Yeah, going to be trying to provide as much damage as possible, trying to get control of that capture point so the enemy have to push onto it.
McCree has a lot larger range as well, and if he can get some heads, especially through that Orisa shield in the small moments that they have between the shield breaking and another shield coming up, that could be exactly what they need.
Again, we're just seeing a bit of poke damage from each. Both Orisa shields are up. Of course, this is best of 5 on each map.
Oh,
and a pick. We got a pick here from McCree. So Moira actually got the pick off there, probably with the orb
disastrous.
There. Yeah, so 3 versus 2, but still a healer and a tank on the Kryptonite side. Just waiting for the damage. It's just a bit more poke right now. It's just poking from each side.
Those damage orbs from Moira.
They are
big Spanish right there.
They're taking a lot of damage here, but Moira's going to try and soak it up, and Orisa and Moira, Kryptonite are going to try and make a play on the point here, slowly push it up.
Again, even with a 3 versus 2 advantage right now, Battle Bards don't want to push.
Yeah, you might want to see him try and apply some bit more pressure and try and choke out the Kryptonite team here, but it seems like they're just going to stand up, just going to slowly get onto the point when it comes available.
They're clearly trying to play here for the win, not for the frags.
As we'll see here, the battle on the stairs right now. We'll see Soldier on the top.
Very intense.
Just doing some damage on the top on the two.
Soldier's just raining it down. Looks like the ultimate from Warrior's going to come through for Kryptonite. Gets a pick down.
It is two versus two,
It's a 2v2
though.
Rissa.
Capture point is going to be released in 15 seconds, but there's
Soldier's
the
jumping in.
now. Here
Soldier
comes
pops the ult.
Soldier's visor.
See what he can
2
do here.
versus 1.
Soldier's got the ulti and down he goes.
So a lot of pressure there.
Yeah,
And actually managed to turn it around.
Yeah, absolutely amazing there. I mean, no one could have expected that. Winning a 2v3 situation there, that is incredible from Kryptonite.
As we get into our third round on this, we got Moira, we got Orisa, and we got Soldier 76 for the Bards. We got Winston, Zenyatta, and Genji, a dive composition here for Kryptonite, and this is potentially map points here for Kryptonite in this set. So we'll see how this one goes. We'll see where Battle Bards are going. They're actually going to poke and go up to the tower, and it looks like they're both going to meet up in the tower.
Yeah, I think Kryptonite are really relying on Genji here to get in there, get some really big work done. Maybe take down the Moira and just get back out with his life. In goes Winston though.
Yeah, Winston is attacking now the Bards right now for Kryptonite.
Lots of damage.
He's lucky to escape though with his life. In goes Genji at the arch there.
Winston catching one off guard.
Winston catches Moira and she's all alone.
Moira's
Down she
going
goes.
down. Big spaghetti on that.
Here comes Winston. Gets taken down, a bit isolated from his healer there. Here comes Genji. Genji being kept at bay, uses the deflect, just try and get away some of that damage.
Orisa's going to be trying to hold it
There
up.
he goes.
To get it.
And it is a 3-0. It's the first map win here for Kryptonite on Castillo as we're about to head into Antarctica. Guys, that was flawless here from Kryptonite.
I think you're right. I think there is some psychological warfare going on here from Kryptonite. They are putting out the big guns.
What do you think works so well for them then?
I think playing it cool.
Yeah.
Being cool.
Definitely.
That's what's providing enough damage.
I mean, especially
the cool
in
factor.
that second round there. I mean, Kryptonite had a man down, but they were able to keep composed, pick themselves up, dust themselves off, and they'll get 3 frags there and were able to win the round for themselves.
So, asking you guys as well, I mean, you're talking about this as well a lot. I mean, your advice to the Battle Bards, what can they do now to get into the second map? I know, but what about you?
Firstly, I think their communication needs to step up a bit. Their composition keeps breaking after dives, especially that first round. That completely demolished them, lowered team morale straight away.
Exactly the point. It's the communication as well. You know, communication is key. Again, in any game, in any sports game, and in any team game, it's always about the communication. If you don't have solid communication, you're always gonna, fail in a sense. You're always gonna have a hard time. So hopefully, the Battle Bards won't be feeling much down, about that first map loss, and then get back into it, regroup into the second map.
Yeah, hopefully. And obviously, we just saw that Antarctica is going to be our second map. So obviously, this means, because it's a new map, that means different tactics. So maybe we could be seeing something else here. So maybe they're not going to be feeling so, downhearted, because this is a different map. It's a new chance to start again and hopefully take it. So what do we think we might see?
Antarctica has a lot of unique flanking routes. Obviously, they can go through that garage area, but they can also try and get a flank in through the underside of that, the sort of building on the ice wall there. So I think we might see something like a Reaper, a Sombra, even maybe. Just something that can really get behind like Kryptonite and start causing chaos and try and test their communication, see if they can really handle it once they've got a huge DPS in the back.
Yeah, obviously Antarctica being a bigger map than the previously played map, and it's a lot easier for them, especially Battle Bards. They could have a bit more success on the larger maps. Not expecting harder dives like the beginning of last game.
Yeah, no, of course. And I'm wondering, because obviously, we're seeing a lot of shield play, and you were talking about flanking routes, that potentially this could be quite a good map, right? Because obviously you can get behind, you can flank there, and that's really, really strong. So if you can get behind there and you can annihilate that team, like, it's just an amazing win. Right, we're just about ready to get into our next game, so gentlemen, please take it away again.
Thank you very much, Caroline. 10 seconds as we get into our first round on Antarctica. Who thinks Kryptonite's going to take this? Let me hear. Who thinks Kryptonite's going to take this? Who thinks Battle Bards can take this one?
Well, there you have it, guys.
Yeah, well, there you have it. So we're into our first round. We got Moira, we got Orisa, we got Soldier 76, another standard crew here for the Bards. We've got Roadhog, we've got Lucian, we've got a Symmetra this time for Kryptonite, so they're really going to try and push it in
taking the fight to Battle Bards, going straight in. Lucio leading the charge here, in down to Roadhog.
Damage. Moira goes down straight away. So 76 follows, 1v3 situation.
Orisa finds herself backed into a corner, and that's going to be it.
Do it.
Absolute
Another one from
demolish,
Kryptonite.
It's absolute demolish. Again, with the Symmetra, you have to be close range. And it just shows that they have a good tactic. They're just going to rush them. Rush them and not make them feel safe.
Kryptonite being the kings of psychological warfare here, instantly lowering morale.
I mean, how can you even strategize when you have 3 speed boosters people just running at you? It's hard to try to compose yourself and figure a way out of that.
Well,
Exploiting weak communications.
Exactly. Well, Battle Bards need to think about this very quickly because they are a round down already as they pick a Mercy, a Pharah, and a Diva against the Pharah, Mercy, and a Winston. So we got a bit of dive and poke here. I was to see a mid-air battle right now, rockets between both teams of the Pharmacy.
Mercy taking a little bit of damage there. Able to regen it up. Pharah taking damage, taken out to half health. 1 rocket will kill her there. Managed to get healed up. Diva's taking a lot of damage though. She might find herself out of the mech pretty soon if she keeps up the fight.
As we are fighting in the middle. Yep. As we fight in the middle.
And now she goes down.
And is down, so it's 2 versus 3 right now. It's a Pharmacy combo of Bards against
Kryptonite. See that? They're going to absolutely pour on the pressure here. Taken to the skies, trying to take down this Pharah and Mercy combo. They have pretty good survivability here, but it's going to be tough.
Oh
my God!
From,
that might be exactly what they needed. Mercy goes down. Pharah's alone in the air now. No sustained healing, but down goes the other Mercy.
The Bards, so it's 1 versus 2.
Oh! Big Spanish.
Unfortunate
Big Spanish.
Unfortunate there for the Bards. As it's now 2 rounds to 0, and this is match point. This is championship points right now.
Championship point right here. It looks like Kryptonite are going to style it out here with a Hanzo pick. Imagine if they win this round, they're going to completely shut out the Battle Bards and win 6-0.
Wipe the floor in the
They're
finals.
going with a Hanzo
Incredible.
pick. I'm wearing a Hanzo shirt. This could be, this is mine. This is definitely mine. Here we go. So Orisa, Hanzo, Zenyatta for Kryptonite in potentially the last points, the last map points for this
Battle
one.
Bards have their backs completely against the wall. Let's see how they respond here. Out they come.
Bards looks like they're going to dive with their Genji, Winston, and a Lucio combo, so they're looking for the right opportunity. As we see a bit of a poke here from Kryptonite's Orisa. And it's coming, yep, they're just going to wait. They're going to wait. Oh,
The
Orisa
longer
will just get
Battle
the...
Bards stay out here, the longer they subject themselves to a Hanzo pick possibly happening.
It's possible, yeah. We just need the poke. I think Battle Bards are just going to wait for their ultimates to try and get up. Oh, actually,
In goes Winston.
Winston goes in, but it's a bit too early, I think, because Genji's dropped.
Here comes Zenyatta trying to get the 1v1 here. And he goes down. How embarrassing. Genji gets destroyed by Zenyatta in a 1v1.
And it's a 1 versus 2 right now. Kryptonite.
Down it goes.
Wiping the floor.
And that is the match, and that is the championship. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2018 Digital Schoolhouse winners, Kryptonite.
Woo! Big Spanish.
Yeah, and there you go. So Kryptonite will take this 2-0 very quickly.
Try to get a defeat there for Battle Bards.
Yeah, let's talk about the interesting picks that Kryptonite are putting out there. So we saw Symmetra, saw a Hanzo, and then we saw Zen do something just, taking out Genji.
It's all in the psychological warfare.
Confidence for you.
Psychological
Very
warfare.
confident,
Yeah.
especially when you have a map ahead as well, and it's just confidence. And I think they believed in their ability as well. Coming in this morning, a lot of them, well, even me to be fair, I didn't think like they had the confidence, the way they were coming in. But it just goes to show that actions speak louder than words, and it just proved it there.
Yeah, and I really think it throws you off the scent, right? If one time you're bringing out Symmetra, then you're bringing out Hanzo, it's almost like people don't really know how to counter this. I feel like when you stick to the normal meta, right, you bring out a Soldier, you bring out a Genji, you bring out a McCree, it's almost expected. But when you bring out someone just a little bit more outside of that range, it throws the other team, and even if you can get a pick or two, it can drastically change the way the entire game will go.
Yeah, imagine the psychological effects as well. I mean, on Antarctica, losing round 1 to a Symmetra, imagine losing to a hero that is usually seen as quite weak in competitive play. That's going to play on the minds of Battle Bards so much. It possibly lessened their game, tilted them, they played a little bit worse there.
So how do we think the Battle Bards are feeling right now then? Obviously they're kind of getting a bit stomped, which isn't great. So what do we think? How do you think they can turn this around and, try and do a reverse sweep here if they can?
Wait, is this best of 5?
Is this, wait, what?
That's best of 5.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus.
Who knew this? There's best of 5.
Nobody told me.
You said best of 5
Neither.
earlier.
No one told me.
What?
Yes, you did.
No, I said best of 5 in the round.
Oh, it's best of
Not in
5.
the match?
Yeah, it's best of 5.
Ooh.
Oh, who?
Battle Bards still have a chance, guys. Let's hear it.
Battle Bards.
It's still going on. It's not over.
So then, by that calculation, then we are into Black Forest. So Black Forest again is another open map. Again, it has one middle point where again is similar to the tower in Castillo, where you can meet up and then another bit. So I don't know how, like, I don't think it's going to, like, BattleBard really needs to talk and communicate what, but I think just the overall strength of Kryptonite right now, it's very hard for them.
Yeah.
It's truly hard for them.
I mean, this map especially, communication is key here, because if they get caught off guard, they could be pushed off into the abyss, and that's it. Especially if their healer goes down, that's a huge part of their team composition, just wiped out straight away.
Yeah, the control point is very treacherous to be on, especially as the round's coming to a close. Anybody with sort of crowd control can easily just get an environmental kill, and that can just completely tear apart a team.
Gentlemen, I've just heard, and I'm really sorry for this, it is actually a best of 3. I asked it, I thought it was a best of 5.
Oh, no.
I know, now I just give a BattleBard the chance and they don't have it. Oh my gosh, I feel absolutely awful. So
Mind games.
you are completely right.
You mind gaming us?
I know.
They were mind gaming
I
us.
asked earlier, they said it was the best of 5, but I
my
think that's
God.
what meant about the maps in general. My gosh. I know. See, I think I just wanted to see some more Overwatch action, and now we can't.
But again, it was so much good fun.
Great.
You know, overall.
Kryptonite, there they are, lounging after their victory.
They're like, we're not playing any more games. We've done this already.
You will play 5 more games. There we go. We'll make the rules on the thing here, but no. Overall, though, it's been a fantastic tournament. Again, it's seen the quality of play from not just these 2 teams here, but of course the teams that played as well, the other 2 teams, and of course the other teams that participated as well in this whole tournament. 20 teams. We had 4 last year. That did Rocket League. We have 20 this year, and who knows for next year? We'll see how many more are coming. But I'm so excited. I'm so happy for everybody, whether it's the players, teachers, the parents, everybody that's been involved. This has been a fantastic tournament. So you should all give yourself a big round of applause, because you've really made this tournament, a really great start and something for the future.
Yeah, no, I think it's been fantastic. And I think, we just saw an amazing game there. I mean, it was pretty one-sided, but nevertheless, it was interesting. We saw some great picks. So, gentlemen, thank you for talking us through all of that. It's been a pleasure having you. We love the suits. It's been great, and obviously, round.
I know, they're more stylish than I am.
I know, like, you're letting it down with his Hanzo t-shirt over here.
Well, yeah, gotta rep the Overwatch. I love Overwatch. Overwatch is a great game, of course. New patch yesterday with the Blackwatch Retribution, PvE stuff, and a few other things as well. But again, if we have Overwatch next year and stuff like that, increase it as well. More teams. Maybe somebody that could maybe beat Kryptonite, maybe the BattleBards.
I don't know.
Maybe BattleBards come back.
Maybe Southend, maybe SHSB.
We're coming back. We're coming back.
Maybe Team Veracity as well, where you guys are, so.
I love it.
But yeah, again, this is more opportunities, and I'm hoping they come back for next year.
100%. Yeah. Well, I guess we will see. Before we go on to next year, we've still got to, crown our finalists. We will do that after the break, guys, so do not go anywhere.